Hello. We're now past the autumn equinox. That means days are becoming shorter than nights as we head through towards autumn, and things are looking pretty unsettled across parts of Europe. We've got Tropical Storm Gaston out in the Atlantic, moving close to the Azores. Chance of another tropical storm forming close to the Canary Islands too, bringing some heavy rain there. Meanwhile, into Central Europe, some heavy rain developing across the southeast of France, heading across northern Italy and the Alpine region through the course of Saturday. To the south and east of that, looking dry and quite warm still for parts of Turkey into Greece. One or two heavy showers moving in across the Balkans as that system there tracks its way gradually eastwards, and a few heavy showers across northern parts of Spain, but Portugal mostly dry, Lisbon at 24 degrees. Cooler conditions working in across parts of the UK and France with some showers around as well, and for Norway and Sweden, cooler conditions with a northerly breeze. Heading on into Sunday, and we've still got this mass of rain lingering through central parts of Europe. The heaviest of the downpours moving across the likes of Montenegro and Croatia, and some heavy showers and thunderstorms for central parts of Italy too. So the outlook then, one or two heavy downpours at times for London, Paris and for Rome, but I think Madrid looking mostly dry with some sunshine and temperatures around about 21 degrees. There'll be some showers at times for Berlin into next week, but dry and warm in Athens. Bye for now. Hello. The weather's currently looking pretty stormy across a large part of the Western Pacific. We've had this depression here. You can see this area of cloud on the satellite image pushing northwards. That's bringing some rain, some brisk winds to parts of Japan at the moment. It will continue its progress northwards over the next couple of days. So still a bit of heavy rain, mainly to the north of Tokyo, I think, through the course of Saturday. Slowly fades away during the second half of the weekend. Quite a lot of dry, settled weather, in fact, for the Korean Peninsula towards northern China. 27 there for Beijing. Head further south, though, we're back into heavy downpours from parts of Thailand, Vietnam, towards the Philippines too. There's the potential for another tropical storm to form here out towards the east of the Philippines, spreading its way westwards as we head into the early part of next week. So Tokyo then will see an improvement in the weather after that. Wet and windy conditions move away on Saturday, a return to some sunnier and warmer weather from Sunday onwards. Across Australia, pretty warm weather holds on for the north of the continent, but cooler conditions further south as we've got a front moving in across Perth, bringing a dip in temperature there, and also pretty unsettled towards the southeast with a series of weather fronts going to bring some wet and blustery conditions. Heading across to New Zealand, still some showers lingering on Saturday for southern parts of the North Island and northern parts of the South Island. They should clear away by the time we get to Sunday. So more showers to come for both Sydney and Melbourne too, but warmer weather for Perth and Wellington. Bye-bye. Hello there. Hurricane season is reaching its peak now. We've got some very active weather in both the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans, in fact. We'll look at that in just a moment. But let's start off further south across South America. A line of showers here. They've been quite heavy across central and southern parts of Brazil. They'll be gradually easing away over the next 24 hours or so, but still a few sharp showers for the likes of Brasilia during the day on Friday, and cooler conditions developing to the south of that, so a drop in temperature. Further north across the continent, some heavy downpours across parts of Colombia, Panama too, but some slightly drier weather as we move across the likes of Suriname, eastern Brazil as well, but then back into those heavy showers further south. So a cooler day for Rio de Janeiro, Buenos Aires at around 18 degrees, heading further south, and we've got some pretty unsettled weather for Patagonia, strong winds, rain and mountain snow moving in here. So for Rio de Janeiro then warming up over the next few days, but some thunderstorms through the middle of the week. It's also turning a bit warmer for Buenos Aires and for Asuncion into the early part of next week. Now we have got a storm system out at sea towards the eastern Pacific, some heavy showers across Mexico, but the potential for another tropical storm or even a hurricane to form in the Caribbean. You can see this system here that is likely to head its way gradually north and northwestwards, perhaps close to Jamaica, and then potentially into the Gulf of Mexico. So lots of wet and windy weather on the cards for the next few days, somewhat drier into the middle of the week. Bye-bye. Hello. Hurricane Fiona is still a major hurricane with winds around 130 miles per hour. Here it is on the satellite image. It's pushing its way northwards away from Bermuda, and it's set to make landfall in Nova Scotia. A rare Canadian hurricane of this strength. It's going to bring some very heavy rainfall up to about 10 inches and very damaging winds as well. Elsewhere across North America, the weather's looking somewhat quieter. We've got an area of showers moving across the Midwest towards the Great Lakes, some of them quite heavy. Some showers also bubbling up across the far southwest, and low pressure heading in across Alaska and British Columbia. So the weather looking rather breezy and wet here, particularly close to the coast. Quieter conditions as we sink further south across Oregon, California as well. We've just got those few showers cropping up in the far southwest here, and there could be some thunderstorms, perhaps a localised flood risk too. But the weather looking reasonably warm over the next few days for many areas towards the west. Drier conditions working in for Vancouver over the next few days. Meanwhile, there is that rain associated with Hurricane Florida moving in across parts of eastern Canada, but around the eastern seaboard of the USA, it's looking dry on Friday for most areas, and temperatures relatively cool, but they will tend to warm up a little bit. A few heavy showers lingering down across parts of Florida. So dry conditions for Montreal, New York and Atlanta, with some heavy showers in Miami. Bye-bye. Hello, let's take a look at the weather across South and Central Asia now. And we've seen some heavy rain over the past couple of days across parts of India, particularly towards the north. You can see this massive cloud here. It's an area of low pressure that's been gradually drifting its way westwards. That's going to tend to ease as we move through the course of the weekend, but still some heavy downpours around New Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, for instance, through Friday night and on into Saturday as well. Further south across India, some showers around, but they're fairly few and far between. So quite a lot of dry weather here, and down towards Sri Lanka as well. The showers not too frequent over the next couple of days. Moving into Central Asia now, and temperatures are well above average for the likes of Kazakhstan, towards Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan as well. Nur Sultan up at around 30 Celsius, Ashgabat 38 degrees, but cooler conditions down into southern parts of Pakistan. There's that heavy rain in the north of India. One or two showers close to Mumbai and down the west coast, but they're fairly light in nature. A few also affecting Mali, could be some thunderstorms here, and across Sri Lanka, one or two showers cropping up through the day, but a lot of dry weather, particularly in the north. Heading our way towards West Bengal, one or two downpours, but they're heavier for Assam and across Myanmar too. So things looking largely dry for Mumbai over the next few days. Temperatures 30-31 degrees. Some showers to come for Colombo at times. Turning cooler for Tashkent, and rain clears eventually from New Delhi. Bye-bye. Hello. We're seeing an active phase in the Atlantic hurricane season at the moment. There's another storm that's set to form to the south of the Canary Islands. You can see the cloud there on the satellite image, bringing some heavy rain around there. And actually much of West Africa will continue to see some heavy downpours, particularly for the likes of Senegal, Sierra Leone, Gambia too. Also around the Gulf of Guinea, some heavy showers here, but fewer downpours further west across much of Africa. Down towards South Africa, 18 degrees in Cape Town, but we're going to see a front moving in, bringing some cooler conditions here. Meanwhile, for the rest of southern Africa, things are looking pretty warm. So Cape Town then drop in temperature with the arrival of that frontal system. Bit of rain for Dakar at times, but Johannesburg looking warm and dry in the sunshine, and plenty of sunshine lifting those temperatures in Khartoum to around 40 degrees early next week. Casablanca, Kinshasa and Lusaka all looking largely dry and settled. Heading across the Middle East now, and there's some rain and mountain snow across the Caucasus, but across much of the region, actually temperatures a little below average for parts of Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen as well. One or two showers forming here over the higher ground, but further north, pretty warm weather holding on through the weekend. Temperatures above average across Iran, particularly up towards the Caspian Sea and into Central Asia too. Not much change for most areas over the next 5 days or so, turning a bit cooler though in Muscat. Bye-bye.